from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
To Aaron Jones.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. At the 20.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Rodgers throwing complete here to St. Brown. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right, and he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Rodgers pass.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll get this one to Golladay. The 30. 10, 5, and oh so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Swift. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, This defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
To kick off for Detroit.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Gain of 40 yards.
I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Green Bay.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Christian Jones. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game,
and it's intercepted in the end zone. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that, my friend, is something you don't see maybe once a season, a 0-yard return pick 6.
Yeah, you get the points without having to do the maximum effort run. But what a great play, batting it up in the air and going up and getting it and creating a touchdown for themselves.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. Looking downfield for Jones. Incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Stafford. He's going to try and go deep again. And got his man. Complete. 20. 10. this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First down.
Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Here's Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
5 yards.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Pulled up by Jair Alexander. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
The 1-yard line.
A big run there by Jones. 65 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jamal Williams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Lions 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Going up top. Complete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. He's going to go up top again. On Stafford for the third time, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game.
And his pass is intercepted for the third time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
4-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Stafford sacked.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Smith on the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run here with Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 12-yard line. A big play on third down for the Lions. Give him 55 yards on the ground. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The tackle
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
brings up.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down, Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their line.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down at the 26.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Jones got him down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
A gain of 15.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll find DeGuara complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Rodgers again now. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jones. They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well, hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And unable to break away. They stop it a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll go again to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
2 yards. And a Packer first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And my goodness, another interception. Picked up on a former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. On second down, Swift. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Once again, it's Swift. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
And at the 41-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's going to all but eliminate them from